So as you know, my loyal viewers, I am a big fan of AI. I use it as part of my thumbnail creations every single day. And for the most part, I'm quite fascinated by what AI can do. It is limited by the fact that it can't do things of its own accord. And yes, AI is it is an entity, unlike Ubisoft. So you it can't think like a human because you've got to program it with emotions to try and emote. And that's the problem. And I'll give you an example of that later on. But today's article, and I can't believe I'm even covering this, but it's Sony. Sony are no longer the company whose games I used to like so much back in the day. And I still replay the old Sony games because those are the old Sony games from a group of people behind them that were absolutely based as fuck. But now, folks, it's a different entity altogether. And you might have seen this video doing the rounds. I've actually got the video. It's Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. And yeah, a demonstration video that got leaked by someone at Sony shows a 48-second clip of her talking very bizarrely. And funny enough, it's not actually using the facial data or the vocal talent of Ashley Birch, the woman who voiced Aloy, because she confirms this later on in an Instagram post. But what I find hysterical, that the more Sony just try to back themselves away, the more they just sink into quicksand. Glug, 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 glug.
Watching the hot babes prance around in their skimpy little bikinis, you know, just how they jiggle. I get that special tingling feeling in my tail.
Her voice may be almost as important to gamers as Lara's double pistols, curves and skimpy shorts.
Kung Fu Hot Dog is a Kung Fu renegade cop. Now he must defeat the most evil Kung Fu master in the world.
For a modern gaming audience.
For a new world of unspeakable adventures.
Said, Mummy, I like the way the lady runs.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures, never before shown in a motion picture. Get ready for Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Groovy.
Horizon Zero Dawn's Aloy is the star of Sony's leaked AI-powered character prototype, which allows users to ask questions to an unsettling, emotionless version of the protagonist, which is, well, it's AI again, folks, so it's not motion capture. Totally two different things. It makes me wonder why they even showcase this, because if that is the situation where they're using something from AI, they're trying to cost cut, right? It's like, hey, listen, we don't want to bring our actors and actresses to a warehouse, mocap them and get them to reenact scenes that will be later generated into a video game. Oh, we can't have that at all. Let's just do it from scratch. That's the problem now, when too much technology is ingratiated into entertainment. You think that, oh yeah, let's just take this as an avenue out and make the best thing we can at a lower scale, right? But remember the film John Carter from Mars? I knew I was going to slip up there. The reason why that film bombed, or bummed if you like, because everything in the film for 90% is CGI. Ironically, if they used practical effects, it would have been less costly. Would it have meant the film would have turned a profit? Maybe not, but it might have been better received. I think John Carter, see what I'm doing again? I think John Carter from Mars is actually a very good film. Does it demand repeat viewing? Not really, but it's a whimsical, old-fashioned story that was more than 100 years old, so it is what it is. But yes, now here's what I find very funny, right? So the video, which has now been taken down from YouTube following a copyright strike, and oh, by the way, what a big surprise where this strike is coming from. Muso TNT Limited.
Yep.
The same morons who went after people who dared to speak about the Last of Us 2 leaks which were proven to be true, because at that point they realized that there was such a backlash against them and their nefarious purposes from Sony using them as a third-party outlet to strike YouTube channels. Oh, isn't that funny? Well, guess what, folks? I've got the video here and I'm going to play it for you now. So this is actually rather I actually find this very funny on 2 counts. First of all, they're using the brand new uglified Aloy, and the voice acting is so comically bad, it beggars belief. So here we go. This is going to be wonderful to listen to.
Hello. I'm managing all right, just dealing with a sore throat. How have you been?
Yes, I've been okay, actually. That is... Well, what more can I say, folks? So this is interesting regarding Ashly Burch. Let's hear what the lovely lady has to say.
I wanted to talk about AI Aloy. I saw the tech demo earlier this week. Gorilla reached out to me to let me know that the demo didn't reflect anything that was actively in development. They didn't use any of my performance for the demo, so none of my facial or voice data. And Gorilla owns Aloy as a character. So all that said...
Well, Sony does.
I feel worried. And not worried about Gorilla specifically, or Horizon, or my performance, or my career specifically, even. I feel worried about this art form, game performance as an art form. We are currently on strike. SAG-AFTRA is on strike against video games because of AI.
Ouch.
Because this technology exists, because we know that game companies want to use it. We're asking for protections. So currently what we're fighting for is that you have to get our consent before you make an AI version of us in any form. You have to compensate us fairly, and you have to tell us how you're using this AI double. And I feel worried not because the technology exists, not even because game companies want to use it, because of course they do. They always want to use technological advancements. I just imagine a video like this coming out that does have someone's performance attached to it, that does have someone's voice or face or movement. And the possibility that if we lose this fight, that person would have no recourse. They wouldn't have any protections, any way to fight back. And that's me so sad. It hurt.
You know what? I am actually in agreement with Miss Birch. I do sympathize with her. Actually, I do, because she's trained all her life to be a phenomenal voice actress. And can you imagine like someone like Nolan North, who I just absolutely adore, the man behind Nathan Drake? Can you imagine if Sony took his the likeness of Nathan Drake and was repurposing that for a video demonstration? And I'm sure there are thousands of people out there who use Unreal 5 Epic Games mesh program to recreate those characters without the permission of the studio or anybody else. Copyright is a very frivolous thing, and it can be a very contentious thing as well, can't it? So Ashly Burch, I do sympathize with her. Yong Ye, whose video I partially watched about this as well, because he's a voice actor too, so he feels strongly about it. And look, I've got a confession to make, folks, because as you know, if you are a subscriber to my channel, that John St. John, the man behind Duke Nukem, I've used him on numerous occasions. I pay for the guy, by the way, through Cameo to do voiceovers for my channel.
Jason King is chewing gum and kicking ass on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
And I actually tried to recreate his voice using AI, and I will just say the results were terrible.
On the Kung Fu Hot Dog channel, we celebrate boobs, bums, and thighs to hurt your eyes.
So John St. John, if you ever see this video, bro, I'm still coming to you for voiceovers. Yes, you cost a lot, but you're worth every single penny. So AI, while it can be a fantastic tool, depending on what your purposes with it will be, and it can be a great marketing device as well, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, nothing will ever come close to the human mind and the intricate patterns, the light bulbs that go off in that brain, that cerebral cortex, right? No, AI can't touch it. So again, Sony, what a shame. You're a bunch of phonies. I like to say, it makes you wonder as well, if this is an example of how this video got leaked, what else are they or any other company hiding? What do they not want you to see out there? So anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video today, food for thought, right? Leave a like below, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catching me for the return of the next video.
Hey, Sugar Plum. You new here? Well, what you got that's hot? And wait, I've seen you before. You're with the Underground.
Shh, I'm Tess. Torn sent me to spy on Crew. Play along, and I may be able to get my hands on a few of Crew's secrets.